Welcome back, guys. We're jumping into episode 11. Yeah, I forgot. I have a shiny head, so I have to put stuff on my head so it's less shiny, and I'm not so distracting with the glare coming off my head. That having been said, let's jump into episode 11, and hopefully it doesn't freeze up on me like it did in the last episode. Training camp begins, baby.
Yes.
Aww. Natsu. Light and summer. Hinata's so easily impressed.
一日中むさ苦しい連中と顔つき合わせて何が楽しいのさ。
きしまってめえ半径500メートル以内に清子さんがいる空間はむさ苦しくねえんだよ。この奥羽山脈の源泉のように清く澄んだ爽やかな空気がわからないとは。なんてかわいそうな。清水は家近いから用事終わったら帰っちゃうよ。
That's what a fish stick looks like, I imagine, when it's dropped on the floor.
たけちゃん、俺たちはもう。
She does look cute like that. When she's got her hair tied up, it's very cute. Like, he's nothing but boundless energy.
知らない人がいるんです。
I was wondering where this came from, and then I found out that the mangaka used to write horror. So, if he's a horror mangaka, putting this in is kind of... Damn, that's creepy as hell. What do you mean?
見間違いだぜ。窓に映った自分とかに決まってるじゃねえか。
そうですよね。見間違いですよね。
I was wondering because this felt so out of place, but now it totally makes sense.
見間違い。
And it's so well done, of course. So, there you go.
何騒いでんだ。大地さんに怒られるぞ。
ただの野屋じゃねえか。
野屋さん。でも野屋さんの身長が縮んだ。
確かにおめえは髪の分まで身長だぜ。
言ってね
あんまり騒ぐな。
Holy shit.
俺だよ、朝日だよ。お前らうるさい。
That was beautiful.
山越えそれであのスタミナか。
もしかして
Oh, that's right. This is where
試合のメンバー
they
で
meet.
お悩みですか？
Spoilers if you haven't seen it already, but hopefully you have. Don't come to the
実
reactions
力からい
first,
けば
obviously.
影山。
But
菅原の強みが
This is where
1年の
Hinata
時
and
から
Kenma
築い
meet.
てきた
It's
エ
great.
ースとの連携だとしても
Shoya, Kenma.
影山はその時間すらあっという間に飛び越えてしまうような才能を持っている。けど
道間違えた。
You get lost because you're not looking where you're going and you're not paying any attention. You're just running for the sake of running. That's just beautiful artistry. Like, of course,
心で見ないじゃん。
that's got to be Nekama because cat.
何してんの？
マイコ。
え？よそから来たの？それ面白い？
別にこれはただの暇つぶしだし。
あ、バレエやんの？そのシューズバレエの？俺もバレー部。俺日向翔也。
コズメ。
コズメ？名前？
コズメ。ケンマ。
ケンマか。高校生？何年？俺1年。
2年。
やべ、先輩だ。あ、すみません。
いいよ。そういう体育会系の上下関係みたい
I love the friendship between these two as well. Like, there's so many good, like, friendly relationships between
バレエ好き？
players in different schools and stuff.
なんとなく
I love how Bokuto interacts with Hinata and Tsukushima.
疲れる
Like
のとかは
there's so much good stuff. So much good stuff.
友達がやってるし、俺いないと多分困るし。別に
And that's another
俺も
reason
試
why I
合
love
とか行くと
Kenma.
よ
Kenma's
く言わ
so
れる。
Kenma's so weird and
セッター
quirky.
一番能力の高いや
You
つが
wouldn't
やるポ
expect
ジ
him
シ
to
ョンなの
play or enjoy playing
Nande
as much
aitsu
as he does, and yet he does. It's really cool.
俺、特別運動得
The
意とかじゃ
character
ない
for
し
Kenma is probably one of the most interesting
じゃあ
character
さ、
types in
お
Haikyu.
前の学校強い？
Just because of how much he's kind of his personality and his abilities kind of are at odds with each other,
でも
and
最
how
近
he's
は
able to balance those out makes him such an interesting character in this show. That's fucking intimidating. I love the looks that I love the art design around Nekoma. Hey, Kuro.
じゃあ
Which, if you didn't know, that's black. Kuro, black.
翔也
So
勝手にフラフラすんな。
ごめん
知らない土地なんだから気をつけろ。
またね。
またね。
心身ともにエースより強くなったら正々堂々朝日さんからレギュラー奪いますよなあ力。
そこまで言ってない。
あはレギュラー奪われるとしたら先に龍か。
相当だこらここって来いや縁の下こら
シドやもういいからやめろってば。
Again, Noe and Tanaka, just they're the bros. They're the bros of Karasa. The
練
Karasa
習前の
bros.
話。
ああ逃げ出した話去年一時
I want to see Inoshita get a chance to really shine without the third years having to be there. Like, be able to stand up and
そりゃお
show.
前俺は
Because I
主
think
役だからな。
he's going to be the captain next time around.
リベロは試合中何回もコートを出入りするから分かりやすいように一人だけ違うんだよバカ。
知ってるし、全然知ってるし。
No, you didn't.
影山が一桁。
言うと思った小さな巨人が全国出た時の番号10だ。
コーチの粋な計らいですか？
You thoughtful idea.
じゃあ運命だ。
たまたまだろ。
妬むなよ影山くん。
なんで俺が出たんだよ。
Don't be jealous,
ちなみに
Kageyama.
日向の好きな小
There's
さ
so
な巨
many
人がい
good
た頃が
dynamics
過去
between the
カラス
characters.
のが一番強かった時期だが
風呂入ってすぐ寝る。
このクソがてめフライングだ
なんで風呂に行くスピードまで競うのバカじゃないの。
見てるだけですか。
I can kind of agree with the two of them on this.
走ってんの誰だ
That guitar riff is so sweet. It's a tasty riff. I just love that shot with the two teams just kind of standing that way. That's beautiful. All right. That's episode 11. I wrote down one thing. I said even now the team is still weak on receives, which is true. I mean, they didn't get like drastically greater at receives. Hinata has improved on them thanks to events. That's all I'm gonna say. It's just events because it hasn't happened in the anime. Hinata has improved, but overall as a team, I don't know if their receives got really, really good. Like, if they could, I'm not saying they're gonna hit Nekoma level of receives, but if they could get around that area, like a little below that, I think they'd be a really, really amazing team. Like, they've already got a lot of really good attack power. I think it would also be good if they had good receives going as well. If they could not necessarily balance it out, but if they could bring their attack, like if their attack level is here and their receives are about here, if they could bring their receives to here, I think they'd be even stronger. Like, if you've got really high attack power and really weak defense, but you can manage to bring your defense up to about average, bam, you've got a strong team, which they might be, but honestly, there hasn't been enough information showing how or talking about whether their receives have actually improved a lot more than what they are at this current point. So I'm just based on the data, I'm going ahead and assuming that they didn't improve much. Like, they may have improved, but it hasn't been by a lot. All right, yeah, that's it for this episode and my reaction to it. I will see you guys in episode 12. Also, shout out to all of my patrons. Thank you guys so much. I'm not doing patron shout outs right now because there's such a small amount of them. But if we start getting more patrons, I may actually consider doing shout outs at the end of the video, like putting their names up in the video or something, and just rotating out the shout outs. Maybe I'll do like a group of people weekly. Like this week it'll be these people, and then next week it'll be these people, until I get like a large amount of patrons, if that ever happens. But to all of our patrons, I say thank you so much. You are helping to make this possible, and the reason that I have any drive whatsoever to like crank these out as quickly as I do, or as quickly as I'm trying to, is because of you guys. Otherwise, I wouldn't have a huge motivation to do these. I probably would have slowed down considerably instead of trying to get these out weekly. I'd have been like, one a week, which would have been great on me, terrible on everybody else. But I do still have manga dubs that I'm going to be doing like the same pace, so look forward to those. Guys, I cannot tell you enough. Please go check out the manga dubs. If you're current with the manga, please go check out the manga dubs, because that's where I really start talking about like what's coming up. All right. Later, Gators.